Chosen ones, what it do, what it do. Chosen seed, what it do, what it do, what it do. Hey, let me talk to you about why you are under the spell of marijuana. Okay, now you have to break this curse, because one of the strongest reasons why it's hard for you to stop smoking weed is because you got to remember that hemp, right? That's the purest form of weed, right? Before it became marijuana, right? The Most High created the plant hemp. Okay, this plant has plenty of properties inside of it to heal many different ailments. We all know that. Okay, now what is the purest form? What's the most proper way to use this plant in order for it to heal you or whatever? It's through tea form, right? You're supposed to make the hemp into tea, drink it, and that's how you use that plant properly. You have to remember that in the kingdom of darkness, when witches, when warlocks, when high priestess, when any of the agents of the enemy come together, you have to remember that smoking marijuana is heavily indulged in witchcraft, in voodoo, in sorcery, simply because it's upside down in the kingdom of darkness. What's natural for a man to do is to what? Is to get the marijuana plant, soak it inside some water, and boil it. And therefore, all the properties, all the THC comes inside of the water. And man, that's like magic water right there, right? Once you drink that thing, it's going, add a little bit of sugar onto it. It can't get no better than that. Can you imagine boiling your marijuana and having all the properties, all of the THC just going inside of that water, the water turning green, it looked like some nice tea, you add a little bit of sugar to it. We make edibles out of these things, man. So the proper way to do it would be in a tea form. The reason why you have such a stronghold on you is because, yes, me too, when I was smoking marijuana weed, like I told my mama one time, like, she told me, look, it was one day when my mama told me to stay home, I was at her house. She told me, why don't you just spend the night? Because it was like 11 o'clock at night. I was about to head out. I probably had some bud on me. I was going to be, outside smoking some bud, waiting for the bus, pretty much, right? So she said, I'm glad that you decided to stay here tonight because you never knew what was going to attach themselves to you, what spirit was going to attach themselves to you while you were smoking that weed out there this late at night. I have to agree with her on that, because you have to remember that Lucifer does everything upside down. If the marijuana is meant to be used for any different ailments through tea, through edibles. Yes, you can't eat it through edibles. Nothing is meant to be smoked, guys, because your lungs is created to take in and inhale and exhale oxygen. Your lungs are only hardwired for oxygen. That's it. It wasn't, the Most High did not create your lungs and your kidneys to soak in smoke from any, it don't even matter if it came from a plant. It don't matter. Nothing should be smoked. Okay, so marijuana should be used in tea form, but the reason why you have all these strongholds on you is because you're doing it like witches and warlocks, or you're using marijuana in a ritualistic way. You're abusing the use of it by using it in an unnatural way. Basically is what I'm trying to say. You're not supposed to smoke marijuana. Witches and warlocks, smoking marijuana. The reason why all of your favorite rappers, let me tell you, do you want to know why all your favorite rappers heavily promote smoking marijuana? Well, it's best for us to talk about this right now because y'all already know that most of your rappers are hella satanic. Most of them are hella Masons. All of them have an agenda against you. Now let me clear this up for a little bit. We might not make this anywhere over 5 to 6 minutes. The reason why your favorite artists smoke a lot of marijuana is because they have an agenda against you guys. You have to remember, most of your favorite rappers are sellouts. Most of your favorite rappers work for people that aren't your skin color, or people that don't have your interest at heart, your best interest at heart. Most of your rappers are slaves. Most of these guys get treated like crap behind closed doors. You don't even know it. Okay, so they have to follow an agenda. Most of your rappers sold their souls, so they 100% don't have your best interest at heart. The reason why smoking marijuana is so prevalent, the reason why you see, smoking marijuana is the thing on TV. They make it look cool in the music videos. You want to know why? It's because it's a form of sorcery. That's right. You want to know why you never see your rappers on those music videos sipping that marijuana, out of a cup? Because that's the right way to do it. Okay, so you have to remember, these guys aren't here for your best interest. These guys are here to deceive you guys and to ruin you guys. So yes, it looks very dope. You know, when the rapper's smoking that weed, you see the pure white smoke, you know, coming in. He inhale, exhale, got the beat playing at the back. You know, he got a dope song. You know, so it all comes together. The visual of him smoking the marijuana with the beat, and you just like, man, I'm inspired. I might roll me up a blunt and start vibing out right now. Well, see, that's the trick. You have to remember that Lucifer was what? In charge of what? Music before he fell. Okay, so he's using all his tactics. Okay, so you have to remember that when the enemy comes, look, you have to remember that anything bad for you, if anything is going to deceive you, it's going to show itself as pure. It's going to show itself as an angel of light. Okay, because if somebody wants to get over you and they want to make sure that they execute that the right way, they're going to come to you in a way that makes you feel comfortable. Now, your rappers are inspiring you to practice voodoo. These are ritualistic acts that they're doing. Smoking marijuana is what witches and warlocks do. This is what people do this is what people do when they perform sorcery. Okay, so that's why you have such a stronghold on you, because you're using the marijuana in a wrong way, and instead of healing yourself, you're actually ruining your lungs. You're actually fogging your mind. You're killing your brain. So you see how your rappers make, like, these are all common sense. We know what marijuana does to us when we smoke it, but you see why it's such a deception. Because if you drink it in a tea form, you're not gonna have any of those. You're not gonna have no lung issues. Your mind ain't gonna be foggy. You're not gonna have half of the problems that you have smoking marijuana if you would just drink it and use it in the right way, which is a tea form or edibles. You guys can use it in edibles too. Now, me personally, I'd rather just not indulge, because I spent my time with marijuana for a long time. I already know what it's like up and down. I already know what the experience of being on that plant is like. Anyways, I think we're going on about 7 minutes. I won't make it over 10, but y'all, this is the reason why you have so much strongholds over you when it comes to this marijuana. It's the easiest thing to put down. The reason why it seems so hard when it's the easiest thing to put down is because you have a spell on your mind. You guys are casting spells on yourself every single time you do that. You have to remember that a blunt is kind of like, you know, that Harry Potter wand? Don't your blunt look at your blunt the next time you roll it up. Don't it look like a wand? Don't it look like one of those magical wands? You're not supposed to be rolling up hemp inside of no blunt, bro. Look at your blunt next time, and then Google what one of those, you know, those Harry Potter wands that they be having in their hands and they be casting spells like that. Don't your blunt look like that when you're done rolling it up? I'm telling you the truth. They're teaching you guys witchcraft. This is why it's so hard to put this plant down when it's not even an addictive plant. It's just a mental thing. But you're casting spells on yourself. Okay, so you guys just need to think about that for a little bit. Let it marinate a little bit. Hey man, this thing ain't gonna come overnight. But the Most High is on your side 100%, because he was on my side as well. And man, I'm doing just fine, man. I feel great. Now, anyways, I hope y'all having a great day. I think this is Labor Day today. I'm gonna drop another video about the whole Arid Spirit situation, because I reside in Hollywood. I'm really out here in Hollywood, y'all. Let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. Hold on. We here. You know, so we're gonna have a video about these guys coming up next. We got great content coming up, y'all. I'm right here in the breeding ground. Okay, this is where all the pedophilia, where all the reptilian assuming human forms, this is where it's at. I'm telling you the truth. All of your conspiracies are true. This is the breeding ground for the reptilians. This place right here. That place right there. You see that place? You see what those words say? You see what them letters say on that hill? We're going to talk about this a little later. I'm going to holler at y'all.